Okay, once your piece is leather hard, you have 2 layers of underglaze on your piece, you are ready to start carving for your sgraffito. Remember, sgraffito means to scratch. So we're gonna be scratching away some of this black underglaze that we applied in order to create our design. There's a few different tools you can use to do this. You could use a paper clip, a bobby pin, or honestly just using a pencil will also work just fine. So I'm gonna start with my swan, and I'm going to focus on the wing right now. When you applied your underglaze, you should still be able to see the line that you transferred earlier this week. So if I kind of look carefully here, you can see the indent of the line. So that's gonna guide me as I work. And I'm gonna go ahead and use this bobby pin here. I'm gonna use the curved top to that to start scooping away some of the clay and the underglaze on top of it. Work lightly at first. I'm not trying to gouge out big sections of this. I'm just trying to scratch away the underglaze on top. So as I look here, you can see it should be removing the clay in like a ribbon. If it's not, it might be that your clay is too wet still and you need to wait a little bit longer. So I'm gonna start by just cleaning up that edge there, but now I wanna think about where I want those black lines. So I have this black line on the wing. If I want that black line to be thinner than what I have here, I'm gonna work on carving around the black line. I'm gonna try a different tool just to show you in case you don't have a bobby pin. I'll just use a pencil. I'm gonna go in and just kind of remove around that line. And maybe I go into this line as well. Again, see how it's kind of removing little ribbons of clay as you go? And I'm holding my pencil kind of to the side, not scraping in too deep there. Notice how I'm using the scratching to clean up my edges. So like right here, the edge of my swan is actually more like right about here. So I'm gonna go in and clean up the top edge. You can consider using hatch marks or small lines to create shadow. And then I want you to think about, what do you do when you have something that is black on a black background? So I need to outline this beak in white. I'm gonna go in and add that line there so that the beak stands out, even on a black background. In large areas of black, consider where could you add some shapes of white or lines of white to break up that black area. So I'm gonna add some white to show the water using my bobby pin. Okay, one last thing before you get started. If at any point during this you think that maybe you want to change something in your design or you don't like how you carved something. So for example, as I look at mine, I wish I had added some black to the bottom of this wing, and I wish I hadn't carved so much of that beak away. Made the front of the face look a little big. You can always go back in with underglaze if you have any left. Stir it up and add it on. And then once that's dry, I can go ahead and carve a little bit more to refine that underglaze. So if you're unhappy with your design, or maybe you're looking at this and saying, oh, you know, I kind of wish I didn't put that line there, you can cover that up with your underglaze. So think of the underglaze kind of like as an eraser if you carved too much, or if you wish you had more of the black value in your design, you can always add more. Okay, let me know if you have any questions, and I look forward to seeing your designs.